The street was dead silent, which was weird for a graduation party. But then I saw it, Jason's house, practically vibrating at the end of the cul-de-sac. Music was thumping so hard, you could feel it in your teeth from the curb. Inside, it was a sea of sweaty teenagers, all celebrating the end of high school, the start of our lives. The air was thick with cheap perfume and the smell of spilled drinks. I squeezed through the crowd, looking for my friends, when the front door creaked open again, and that's when he walked in. The music didn't stop, the dancing didn't falter, but a pocket of silence just formed around him. He was a clown, not one of those fun, colorful party clowns, but something out of a nightmare. His costume was faded and worn. The white face paint was cracked, and his smile was a grotesque, fixed red gash. He just stood there, by the door, unmoving, unblinking, a silent, terrifying statue in the middle of chaos. People started to notice, whispering, pointing. The party vibe was starting to curdle. Jason, being the host and the resident jock, finally pushed his way through. "Hey man, party's kind of invite only," he said, trying to sound tough, but his voice had a slight tremor. The clown didn't respond. He didn't even look at Jason. His gaze was fixed on something, or someone, deeper in the house. Jason got more frustrated. "Did you hear me? You gotta go." He reached out to grab the clown's shoulder, but the clown finally moved. He slowly lifted a dirty, white-gloved hand and pointed, not at anyone in the crowd, but down the hallway, toward the back of the house. The gesture was slow, deliberate, and incredibly unsettling. The clown started walking. He moved with a strange, gliding motion, parting the crowd like the Red Sea. No one dared to get in his way. A morbid curiosity took over, and a small group of us, including me and Jason, started to follow him. He went down the hall, pausing at each door, the bathroom, the guest room, the office. At each one, he'd just peer inside for a moment, then continue on, his big, floppy shoes making no sound at all on the hardwood floor. Our hearts were pounding in our chests. We had no idea what he was looking for, but we knew it wasn't good. He finally reached the last door at the end of the hall, the master bedroom, Jason's parents' room. He pushed the door open and stepped inside. We waited, holding our breath, expecting a scream or a crash, but there was nothing, just silence. After what felt like an eternity, Jason cautiously pushed the door open wider, and we peered in. The room was empty. The window was locked. The closet was closed. The clown was just gone. It was impossible. There was nowhere he could have gone. We were all staring, completely baffled, when my friend Sarah gasped and pointed at the large vanity mirror on the wall, scrawled across the glass in what looked like thick, red marker, were 5 words that made my blood run cold. "You weren't home last time." We all stared at it, the message glowing faintly in the dim light from the hallway. Then Jason started shaking. He stumbled back, his face as white as a sheet. "No," he whispered, his voice cracking. "It can't be." He looked at us, his eyes wide with pure terror. "My house was broken into a few months ago. Nothing was stolen, but the police found a message, written on this exact mirror." He took a shaky breath. It said the exact same thing. The realization hit us all at once. This wasn't a prank. This wasn't some random party crasher. The person who broke into his house had just come back, and this time, we were home.